New technologies and innovative camera angles took the television audience closer to the athletes than ever before. Miniature, high-speed, super slow motion cameras allowed us to witness what it takes to jump and clear a bar which is 2.38 meters above the ground.
The heels climb, he tucks the chin, the rest of the body follows, crashes into the mat. He's already an Olympic medalist here in Rio. Was that a gold medal jump?
These high motion cameras used to be used and are still used to train athletes. So many coaches will use high motion cameras, both small and large, to take the athlete to one side and say, look at your body shape there, look at your front leg there. If you want to speed up, if you want to gain milliseconds, you need to move that hand first. That now allows the viewer to dissect how an athlete executes something which they've been training for 4 years, perhaps more.
A new semicircular lightweight mini tracking camera enabled us to be beside the archers as they took their position. A unique perspective from in front of the athlete, showing the complete concentration as they prepared and then released their arrow. 6 venues benefited from 4-point camera systems which flies the viewer over the field of play, showing team movement and the pace of the action.
A 4-point camera gives you back, forwards, up, down and sideways. So they're the 3 planes. So what it allows you also is to come right down to the field of play. So you can imagine for something like hockey, it gives you fantastic tactical shots above, which the viewer, you would never be able to get otherwise.
And 230. Run set, please, and take it.
Complete aerial freedom for a camera is provided by drones, giving majestic shots from rowing and canoe sprint. Safety was the priority in drone usage, so OBS approached this operation in the same way as with any aircraft filming.
Radius of flight is 150 metres from takeoff position.
Flight plans were agreed in advance, ensuring paths were never above spectators or athletes. Drone pilots remained in continual contact with Rio's air traffic control.
18 and 18, please, 18.
All drones used were capable of controlled flight, even if a battery, GPS, RF link, or even 2 of its 6 rotors failed. Drone filming is never stable enough to ensure the live production feed, so a cabled camera system is always required to guarantee live pictures. Crossing the waters of Lagoa, OBS equalled its previous world record for the longest ever cable cam rig. Strung between 2 towers, it stretched a total of 2,188 meters. You can't get much closer to the action than actually taking the viewer into the very path of the athlete, taking them into the heart of the action. In all, more than 500 specialty cameras were installed. Robotic cameras were dug into the ground on the clay target range. Ball robotics were installed within a net post at volleyball. Minicams were built into the canoe slalom obstacles. And on the roof of the Olympic Tennis Centre, a jib which took the viewer from outside right into centre court. New onboard cameras for sailing were first designed and then tested, always maintaining close dialogue with both the Federation and indeed with the athletes themselves.
I don't think up there would be a good idea, because your spinnaker would get tangled in it for sure.
As a result, OBS took the viewer closer to the racing than ever before.
And that's a pretty good recovery. Oh dear, oh dear. Wow. Great on board.
2 returning Olympic sports took OBS into new territories. A Segway camera for rugby sevens, highlighting the tremendous pace of the game to engage new audiences around the world. Golf provided OBS with one of its biggest logistical challenges for a single sport. 18 separate fields of play, each of those 18 holes requiring multi-angle camera coverage as well as its own microphone setup. Unlike most other sports, with golf, there is no certainty as to where the production should concentrate its efforts at any particular time.
With golf, how can we keep to the sort of Olympic ideals of showing every athlete, but also tell the storyline of golf, which most people are used to at the majors, the US PGA, the Open, the US Open. So we decided to do 2 feeds. Feed A would mimic what's the same as a major, as I mentioned, the major golf tournament. So that is more editorial. We'll follow the lead golfers, the golfers that are playing for gold, silver and bronze, and we will stay with that storyline. Feed B, on the other hand, will focus more on holes, certain holes, probably hole 1, probably hole 16, 17, 18. But the idea of Feed B is that we will capture all the golfers going through. So if you want to be able to see your golfer, you will definitely see your golfer on Feed B. Slightly different to the majors, and I think it's a unique approach, but we hope it's an approach that will service all the broadcasters of the world, which is what we try to do at OBS.
Ball traces and green overlays were just 2 additional elements included within the OBS graphics package for 2016. Golf was also one of 8 sports to benefit from OBS-designed field of play or course animations. The OBS in-house graphics team were also responsible for designing a graphics template to incorporate all start lists, athlete IDs, scorecards and results. All timing graphics and production enhancements, including virtual graphics like flags on the field of play, were also planned, designed, reviewed and commissioned. The whole package was created, ensuring that it complemented the colours and design of Rio 2016, streamlining the broadcast coverage with the overall look of the Games.